I'm blanking.
I'm blanking too.
Next question you want to do? Bro, where's Aiden?
Where's Aiden when we need him?
What are the other states, bro? Dude.
I haven't had to take a geography class in 4 years.
I didn't study this. I studied other stuff.
Hi, my name is Quinn Kimmel.
And I'm Ben Stafford.
And we're here to play What Do You Know? Phelps.
Spitz.
Lochte. Who from there? Murphy.
Murphy. Dude, I don't know.
Who was always good at the Olympics? Because, like, Michael Andrews in the back of my head, but he's awful at long course.
What, Jason Lezak? No.
Who's the fourth on that 4x1?
Well, I had Garrett Webergill, and then I also had Colin Jones. No.
I'm gonna fire Caleb Dressel.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
I thought he was too young, to be honest, but worth a try. Who else?
I'm blanking. Next question you want to do?
This is embarrassing.
Dude, I don't know. I was thinking Ryan Murphy too.
Yeah, because he's been
Yeah.
the backstroker.
Yeah. You want to move on?
I think we should.
Yeah.
I think we'd be wasting time.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten beyond it.
Then there's a bunch of number 6 with 10 over.
Wouldn't have gotten
I don't know
it.
what that is.
Aaron Pearsall,
We should have
Okay.
gotten Pearsall. Yeah, we should have gotten
Yeah.
Pearsall.
Nathan Adrian.
Oh, Nathan!
How did we
I
miss
don't know.
Nate
I don't know,
Adrian?
bro.
That's
He's been on all
crazy.
the- Okay.
Tommy Aiken.
Don't know.
We should have got Adrian.
Vaguely rings a bell. I think
Yeah.
I remember Dave saying something about
Yeah.
him.
No, Adrian, bro. I don't know how we did that.
Hartford, Boston, Albany.
Concord.
Not Portland. Is it Portland?
Is it Bangor?
All right, let's go Juneau for Alaska because that one's in my head right now.
Tallahassee.
Good.
Atlanta. Georgia.
Dallas. Texas.
That is not Texas.
Houston.
Austin. Sacramento for California.
Portland, Oregon. Seattle then for Washington. Wow.
Is it Burlington for Vermont? No.
Brattleboro. Perfect. No.
I'm gonna do for North Carolina, Raleigh.
Kansas City.
Topeka, Kansas. Madison, Wisconsin. I don't know. Chicago. No. Oh wait, what is
Indianapolis.
what's Illinois? Bro, where's Aiden?
Where's Aiden when we need him?
What are the other states?
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Nice.
Denver. Denver.
Baton Rouge for
Good.
Louisiana.
Go Tigers.
What's Kentucky? Louisville?
Fair guess.
Oh.
I'm trying to think. of
Omaha,
other states.
Nebraska. What are we missing?
What's the capital? Wyoming.
Oh, I know Carson City, Nevada. Nevada.
I have no idea what North Dakota, South Dakota is. Des Moines, Iowa.
It's Des Moines, but I'll give it to you.
Shout out Thomas.
Yeah, literally.
What else am
New
I?
Jersey. New Jersey.
Newark.
Newark. Jackson.
Little Rock, Arkansas. Montgomery, Alabama.
Bismarck. Bismarck. North Dakota. Bismarck. What about Washington, D.C., the capital of the The U.S.
Oh God, Honolulu for Hawaii. Phoenix for Arizona.
What is Maine, though?
It's not Alberta.
Oh, it might be Alberta. No? Oh. And it's not Bangor. Oh, Augusta, Maine.
Augusta.
Augusta, that's what it is. Okay.
Let's go. We are way
Hannah,
off.
Montana.
I don't know.
Michigan. Oh, Lansing, Michigan.
Lansing, yes.
Rhode Island. Oh my God. It's Providence. Rhode Island.
Columbus, Ohio.
Where's Tulsa? Is Tulsa one of them?
I haven't had to take a geography
I
class
know,
in 4 years.
I didn't study this. I studied other stuff.
Yeah, I think that might call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ones you're missing. Dover, Delaware.
Oh,
Boise, Idaho.
Boise.
Should have gotten Boise.
Springfield, Illinois.
Oh, Springfield. Okay.
Frankfort, Kentucky.
Wouldn't have gotten Frankfurt.
Annapolis, Maryland.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
St. Paul, Minnesota.
Wouldn't have gotten that.
Jackson, Mississippi.
oh, Jackson for the wrong. I think
Yep.
Jackson, New Jersey.
Jefferson City, Missouri. Helena, Montana. Lincoln, Nebraska. Trenton, New Jersey.
We should have gotten that.
Santa Fe, New Mexico.
I had that in my head. I wasn't sure.
Oklahoma City.
Oh, duh. Duh.
Salem,
Salem.
Wouldn't have gotten Salem.
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
I knew
Should have,
that.
yeah. Should have had that.
Columbia, South Carolina. Pierre, South Carolina. Nashville.
How did we not get Nashville?
I don't even know why I didn't say Memphis. I should have said Memphis. I didn't even know that.
Montpelier,
Oh, I knew that.
Richmond, Virginia.
Okay, might have known that too.
Olympia, Washington.
Yep.
Charleston, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Last,
I should have known Charleston because
Cheyenne.
Tyler was just in Charleston.
Yeah. Bristol. Yes.
Hartford. Give me Waterbury.
Oh.
Ridgefield. Give me Greenwich then. Shout out
Bridgeport.
Gower.
New London. Milford.
New Haven.
New Haven. Danbury.
Yes.
Is Southington on there?
No.
No.
No,
Is
we
it
wouldn't
Southington?
be. Meriden. Yes.
Meriden's good. New Britain.
Yes. Yes. That's 8.
It's all around us.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Owl Athletic Complex here at Keene State College. My name is Jake Terrio, and I'll be on the call today with Logan Peranto for this season's opening conference play matchup between the Warriors of Eastern Connecticut and your Keene State College Owls. Logan, what do you think the key to this game is for the Owls today?
You know, I think it's important that the Owls get it going offensively, especially early. You know, these two teams met last year. Keene State ended up winning that game big, 16-2. So, you know, if they can score a couple of goals early, you know, get momentum on their side, I think they can play their game.
Yeah, definitely might be a little different teams. I mean, Keene State finished second last year, predicted to finish second again in the preseason coaches poll. Same with Eastern Connecticut, finished fifth last year, projected at the same spot. So same kind of predictions and expectations for the team, but a little bit different in terms of the rosters, you know, people that have left, people that have came in. So with that, we're going to take it to the opening lineups of the national anthem, and we'll be right back in a moment.
From Waterford, Connecticut, number 24, Cody Brown. A midfielder from East Lyme, Connecticut, number 40, Scott Galbo. And an attack from Somers, Connecticut, number 46, Jonathan Bernier. The head coach of the Warriors is Mark Graham. The assistant coaches are Eric Johnson and Brandon Marzalek. And now, the starting lineup for the Owls from Keene State College. An attack from East Longmeadow, Massachusetts, number 2, Rex Macarini. An attack from East Longmeadow, Massachusetts, number 4, Andrew Miller. A defender from Essex, Massachusetts, number 5, Colby Calla. A midfielder from Londonderry, New Hampshire, number 12, Jeff Wiedenfeld. A defender from Portsmouth, Rhode Island, number 13, Hunter Tavares. A defender from Kensington, New Hampshire, number 21, Hayden Finnerty. An attack from St. Albans, Vermont, number 22, Cooper Coffey. In goal from Reading, Massachusetts, number 29, Charlie Giuliotti. A midfielder from Hopkinton, New Hampshire, number 32, Colby Quiet. And a defender from Reading, Massachusetts, number 33, Dylan Fadali. The Owls are coached by Mark Terrio. The associate head coach is Tom Carmine. The assistant coach is Dylan Curry. At this time, we ask that you rise if you are able and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
And we're starting things off here. Keene State Owls versus the Warriors of Eastern Connecticut. Owls have the ball to begin around midfield. Owls get the pass up front to Macarini. That's a turnover for the Owls. Eastern Connecticut picks it up, and they're quickly moving it down the field, already past midfield within a few seconds of that Keene turnover. Gonna set up an attack here. That's Lapham moving in. It's behind the net now. Warriors looking to make a move, but the Owls playing good defense, and that's scooped up. Affinity with a good defense. That play before to get the ball loose, and here comes Sickles. Good pass up just past midfield, back to Sickles now. Quiet looking for the ball, but Sickles gives it up to Miller. Miller passes it back. Quiet with it now. Owls looking to get a look at the net. Quiet with it now. Quiet makes his move, puts a shot on, and just wide. Boy, the Owls laying it on so far. Colby Quiet scoops it back up. Ball goes back to Quiet. Now Sickles with it. Sickles launches it. Goes right over the net. East Con's going to get it back, but some pressure by the Owls there. East Con trying to move ahead, but turnover there. Pass from midfield goes right over the head.
What was that team turnover from?
Scarano just could not handle the pass. Now Keene State has it again.
And Keene State been putting the pressure on. Haven't really found a great look at net yet, but been controlling a lot of the possession here. Sickles with it. Sickles looking, gives it up. Ball goes back to Macarini. Macarini gives it up, and it's back to Sickles at the top. Sickles with it again. Makes his pass. Shot on net, and that's a goal. The Owls go up 1-0 with the goal from the freshman, Tim Souza.
Yeah, an excellent job by Souza there. He kind of absorbed some contact and got the shot off, and he gives the Owls a 1-0 lead early.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not a long time coming because it's only been a couple minutes in, but seems like the Owls have been putting on, pretty constant pressure so far, at least compared to the Warriors. So it's a matter of time before the Owls put one in. And it looks like the Owls pick up the ball there, and a big collision. No call. It's a turnover. And now here comes the Warriors. The Warriors moving down the field.
The buzzing, I think a new sound system would fix, but you wouldn't have to open and close that program and stuff.
Lichak with it. He gives it up to Appelin.
Well, except for one.
Shots on, no good. Just wide from Garrett Lapham. Believe the third on the team for points for the Warriors this year. The freshman making an instant impact, putting up a lot of shots. Looks like the Owls got something going. Colby Kala passes to Andrew Miller. Andrew Miller working around the outside. Miller ditches it back. Lancaster gives it up. Back to Lancaster at the top now. He's looking. Gives it to Miller. Miller, the leading goal scorer for the Owls this year with 11 so far. Lancaster gives it up. Gets it back almost immediately. Andrew Miller with it now. Andrew Miller gives it to Lancaster. Lancaster passes it in. And another goal by the Owls.
Got a great find from Jaheim Lancaster there. Gave a couple of fakes, and then eventually he found Tadone, and Tadone was able to slot it past the keeper.
Yeah, I mean, great goal there. And yeah, like you said, a great setup by Lancaster there. I mean, I believe he's a freshman.
Yes.
And so that's good to see. Some freshmen getting time, but it's good to see him making an impact right there. Owls go up 2-0 with just under 10 to go in the first quarter. Owls and Warriors fighting for it, but the Owls scoop it up. So here come the Warriors after the turnover. Oh, and that's a goal by the Warriors to bring it to 1.
Eastern Connecticut goal scored by number 4.
That was by Zachary Appelon. I think he had one look on net earlier in the game a couple minutes ago, but made that one count. Brings it to a 1-score game. Warriors just trailing by 2-1 score here, so.
Yeah, and a great solo effort there from Apollon.
Yeah.
You know, kind of a wraparound help didn't come, and he was able to put it past.
Now here come the Warriors. Barron with the ball. Looks, can't find anyone, and kind of surveys the edge here. Makes the pass behind the net. O'Connor with it. O'Connor gives it up to Bryson Kennedy, one of the better players in the conference, and he makes the pass, but shot couldn't be finished, and the Owls get it back. Oh. A little bit too much on that pass there, and it sails over the head. There come the Warriors. That shot was in, yeah. Dan Barron.
Scored by number 2, Dan Barron.
Barron was making a decent attack last possession for the Warriors. Couldn't quite finish it off with anything, but puts one in the net there and ties it up 2-2 with just under 7.5 minutes to go in the first.
That was a great shot from the sophomore as well. Found himself with some space and let one rip and was able to find the bottom corner and tie this game up.
Yeah, and Keene putting some pressure on, but 5 turnovers so far, so it's been a big difference. Keene gets it, and what a shot! Look at that, 3 back-to-back passes. I couldn't even keep up with it here in the booth. And that's Rex Macarini putting one in. Very valuable piece of the team last year, scoring, I believe, top 3 in the team in goals. This year so far, top 5 in the team in goals. Very valuable player, so good to see him getting it going. Owls go up 3-2 to take a 1-goal lead with 7 to go. Colby Quiet scoops it up for the Owls, and he's making a quick move. Beat his man there and passes it up. Cooper Coffey with it. Cooper Coffey making the move behind the net. Just a little half spin. Can't quite find anyone. Gets the ball out to Quiet. Quiet gives it to Sickles. Sickles looking behind the line here. He gives it up to Quiet. Quiet to Miller. Back to Quiet. Quiet gives it to Coffey. Coffey to Quiet. Miller gives it behind the net to Macarini. Macarini makes a little spin move. Loses the ball, and the Warriors scoop it up there.
A great defensive possession from East Con there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough go against there. I mean, you got Macarini, you got Miller, Quiet, Coffey, I mean, a whole bunch of other guys, and I mean, they just completely shut down the Owls there, especially behind the net. Now the Warriors are looking to make it even on the scoreboard here. Big contact, no call, and the Owls scoop it back up, I believe. No, they're fighting for it still. Warriors still have it. Shots up, and it's good. It bounces off the ground and then goes in right past the net, and that's going to be Warren Channing. And Channing is tied second on going into today, tied second on the team for goals and total points. 10 goals, 14 points on the season going in today.
A lot of underclassmen so far making impacts for the Warriors.
Yeah,
in this game,
2 freshmen. Oh, Quiet with the good defensive play, picks it back up.
So 33 for us had the ground ball and then turned it over. Correct. Yeah, good job on that. I think I was able to get all of it.
Warriors looking to go up here. Shot high.
That was Channing again, trying to get 2 quick goals there.
Yeah, I believe, could be mistaken, but I believe he had 40 shots on net going into today, which is the most on the team. I believe third in goals, but first in shots on net. Definitely, whenever he gets the chance to, rifles it, you know. And Finnerty passes it up. Couldn't quite be scooped up, and then it does. Coffee fighting for it. And it's a turnover on the Owls.
Really an excellent job from the Warriors defensively.
Now here comes Miller. He scoops it up. The leading goal scorer for the Owls puts one in. Number 12 on the season for Andrew Miller.
That was pure strength, you know. Got a guy right on his hip. It just out-muscled him and got the shot past.
Yeah, I mean, that's a story for the season for him so far. I mean, he's not getting a lot of open, you know, lucky looks. He's fighting. He's picking that ball up, and he's getting to the net and putting it right past the goalie. It's number 12 in just a couple games so far this year. So,
and also a great job from Tito to get in the passing lane after the turnover by Keene State. Really created the opportunity for the Owls to go up 4-3.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good game so far. I mean, back and forth. Got 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. Owls up 4-3 if you're just tuning in. Andrew Miller just scored his 12th goal of the season. Warriors with it now. Shots up, but saved by Giuliotti there. Finnerty with it now for the Owls. Gives it to Sickles, back to Finnerty. Finnerty makes his move. And he gets past 2 guys. Running up the field. Gives it to Miller. Miller. Back up, quiet with it now. Miller gives it to Quiet. Quiet to Sickles. Sickles. Back to Quiet. Quiet back to Miller. Miller gives it behind the net to Macarini. Macarini to Miller. And Miller rifles it on net, but it looks like he was... I think it hit the post, yeah.
Got a good look from it up here. Did hit the post. And
yeah.
Miller that time found himself open.
Miller, forgive me. With it now, he gives it up to Macarini. Macarini to Quiet. Quiet to Sickles. Sickles had a good angle there, but tries to find Macarini in front of the net. Couldn't quite do it, and that's going to be another Keene State turnover.
Yeah, just an errant pass. I thought the cut from Macarini was good. Found himself in some space, but just could not catch the pass.
Yeah, no, definitely a good look. Just didn't quite end up how you wanted it. Now the Owls back with it. Shots up, and that's good. The Owls score again to take the 2-goal lead. That's Jeff Wiedenfeld. Wiedenfeld with a couple goals this season so far.
Yeah,
adds to the total.
He's a guy that really does it all for the Owls.
Yep.
Game against Nichols, he had a few solo clearances and had a few assists in that game as well. And he adds to the Owls' lead here today.
Yeah, I mean, it's Owls a lot of turnovers so far. You wonder how the game be going if, you know, they're taking a little bit more care of the ball. I mean, 2-goal lead with, nine turnovers total so far. So, I mean, they still have the 2-goal lead, but you wonder how the game would be going if they're not, you know, making those errant passes or.
And the last couple of goals have come after turnovers from the Keene State Owls.
Yep.
You know, you saw the ball went out of bounds before, and Tito, got in the passing lane.
And the Owls put one in. 2 shots it takes, but Max Thurston puts one in there. The Owls up 6-3 just as we're talking about the turnovers, they put another one in the net. So with that Max Thurston goal, the Owls go up 6-3 with just over a minute to go in this first quarter of play. And a face-off violation is going to go against East Con, so Owls have the ball here. Colby Quiet gives it up to Nathan Sickles. Sickles beats his man, is moving towards the net. Looks like he tried to put one on, gave it to Macarini.
A great quick pass there to from Macarini to Coffey.
Yeah.
And Coffey, a couple shot fakes, and then eventually just slotted one pass. Colazzo. And really these past couple of minutes have just been all Keene State.
Yeah, and Coffey, I mean, massive player for this team in his senior year. Leads the team in points going in today with 15. Believe, that's going to be a timeout charged against East Con. With just over a minute to go in the first quarter, your Owls lead 7-3, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Our campus can be pretty quiet during the summer, but we're still here to show you what your life at Keene State will be like. I'm Emma, a tour guide of the admissions office, and I'm here to answer your questions and show you the parts of our community you're interested in seeing most. You can book a tour at keene.edu/visit or reach out to any of our admissions staff to find out when you can come see our home. Here's a sneak peek at what a tour is like.
And we're coming back here. Your Owls, if you're just tuning in, leading 7-3, scored 4 goals in under 3 minutes. Eastern Connecticut taking the timeout. We're coming back into play here. Just over a minute to go in the first quarter. See if the Owls can add on to this pretty solid lead for the end of the quarter. Colby Quiet gonna pick it up there. Pass over the head. Both teams fighting for it. Warriors pick it up. It looks like, yeah, it's gonna be another Owls turnover. I believe number 10 on the game. Here comes East Con trying to shorten the gap for this next quarter. Got about 20 seconds to go. But the Owls have possession now. Finnerty gives it up. Quiet with it. Quiet gives it up. Gets it back. Puts one on the net. Boy, that was almost in there. Makes his move and couldn't quite get it past the goalie, but that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. Your Owls lead 7-3, and we'll be back in just a few.
College sports fans, get ready for game day with officially licensed merchandise from the NCAA official online shop, ncaa.com/shop. Get the whole family geared up with the best collection of apparel and accessories including t-shirts, sweatshirts, headwear, championship gear, and more. Visit the NCAA shop for today's special offer and rep your favorite team now. Only at ncaa.com/shop.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access.
This is your ticket to the NCAA tournament.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
And we're back with second quarter action here. Your Keene State Owls leading the Warriors of Eastern Connecticut University 7-3. 7 different players scoring a goal for the Owls so far. Everybody kind of getting in and getting their piece in. There comes Colby Quiet. Colby Quiet gives it to Miller. Shots up, and Sickles scores it while he's falling down, and it looks like there's going to be a penalty on the field.
Great ball movement from the Keene State Owls offense there. Sickles becomes the 8th goal scorer of the day for Keene State.
So Owls up 5 here with about 14 and a half minutes to go in this second quarter. Warriors scoop it up, quickly moving down the field. And Apollon, one of the goal scorers for the Warriors, gives it up. Lapham with it now. Lapham gives it up. Warriors put the shot up, and that's a goal. Warriors get one back there. Quinn O'Connor, the sophomore midfielder, puts one in. Brings it to a 4-goal game.
And Eastern's first goal in quite a few minutes, and it's been mostly because Keene State has just owned the possession. You know, Colby Quiet is the main reason that last quarter they were able to score so many goals in a row, is because he just kept winning faceoffs and kept possessing the ball for Keene State.
Yeah, and that's been a big thing. I mean, without the possession we've had, this is a close game. I mean, Eastern, whenever they're getting their chances, they're mostly capitalizing on them. But the Owls just absolutely controlling possession between Quiet and Sickles and Coffee. They're just, the Warriors really don't have any answer on the defensive side. Now Owls looking again. Lancaster with the pass, and that's another assist for Lancaster. He's been in for only a couple minutes. Both times he's assisted, I believe, both on the goals for Tadone, too.
Yeah, it was a great move up top by Lancaster. You know, left his man in the dust, and then found an open Tadone who took no time and let one rip.
Yeah, I mean, Owls just looking I mean, first conference game of the year. Obviously, you've played some tougher opponents so far, but looking good here. I mean, lots of different people scoring. People who wouldn't typically play as much setting up goals. Two flags up in the air there.
Keene State now man up with a great opportunity to extend the lead.
Yeah, and the Owls looking to, like you said, extend that lead here. Nathan Sickles with it up top. Gives it to Quiet. Quiet puts one in the net right past the goal. He didn't even have time to think about that.
It's just too much space, honestly.
Yeah, just the movement, the spacing. It's just there's really no answer to this attack right now for the Owls. That's gonna take the Owls to a 10-4 lead with 13 minutes to go in the second quarter. That's going to be a face-off violation on the Owls. Warriors. Looking to make something happen here. O'Connor with it. O'Connor passes it behind the net, but Finnerty deflects the pass and scoops it up. Cooper Coffey with it now. Coffey gives it up. Wiedenfeld surveying the Warriors' defense here. As he gives it up to Brendan De Silva, who gives it up. Now Miller has it. Owls behind the net. Miller gets it. Miller rifles one, but just goes a little bit wide to the left side there. Thought he had one from up in the booth, but just wide. That could have been 13 for Miller on the year. Oh, wide pass there. Warriors couldn't get to the ball and scoop it up, so it's going to be a turnover. Owls will get possession. Flag goes up. Miller gives it up to Ferresi. Coffey shoots it and just misses the net there. Rare miss from close for Coffey. Almost guaranteed for that to be in.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, at least on net, but, you know, a bit unlucky there from Cooper Coffey.
So we got just over 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Owls leading 10-4 if you're just tuning in. Got possession behind the net here. Coffey gives it up. Sickles with it. Sickles to Quiet. Quiet back to Sickles. Miller with it. What a pass there, but Coffey couldn't quite finish it. It's going to be another Owls turnover. Handful of Owls turnovers, but putting enough pressure and keeping enough control on the offensive end to have this 6-goal lead. Very fortunate. Quiet. Couldn't quite get the ball back there, and the Warriors are going to try to get closer to that 10-goal margin here. Owls not putting too much pressure on. Warriors looking to make their move on the outside. Shots on. Good save by Giuliotti there. Finnerty has a spin move, and crowd wanted a hold, but I don't think the refs saw anything apparently. Quiet gives it to Sickles. Sickles making his move from midfield. Puts the shot on and just over the net. Quiet gives it up to Coffey. Coffey back to Quiet. Quiet to Miller. Quiet with a little stutter step, half spin. Couldn't quite get past the defender. Shots up, no good.
I think the momentum from Sickles' shot took him into the crease, and EastCon's going to possess.
Now EastCon trying to get it to within 5 if they put one in here. Owls haven't really kept up how fast they were going there with the 4 goals in under 3 minutes, but still holding their own on the defensive end. So Warriors trying to break through that, maybe make it a little bit closer before we get into the half. Got about 6.5 minutes to go. But Finnerty picks it up for the Owls. He takes on 3 people, gets hit hard, and a flag is thrown. 2.
Finnerty's made some great defensive plays for the Owls today, and he's been crucial in some clears as well.
Yeah, I mean, Finnerty been a staple of this defense this year. I mean, he's a big body, he's fast, he's got that IQ, he knows where to go on the field, so.
going to be a double penalty on Eastern Connecticut's Tim Lishak. First minute is going to be locked in, and then another 30-second penalty was called on Lishak. So Keene State will be a man up for at least a minute.
Yeah, definitely not what you're looking for if you're EastCom, but if you're a Owls fan, you're looking for him to capitalize here as Miller gives it up to Sickles. Sickles to Quiet. Ball goes up to Miller. Miller to Quiet. Quiet rips it, but a good save.
And great movement. Man up for the Owls. Just a little unfortunate if you're Colby Quiet. Just Colazo was able to see his shot all the whole way.
Yeah, I mean, great shot there. He, rifled it, gave it, put it right on net, but quick reaction there stops it. It's going to remain 10-4 with 6 minutes to go in the first half of play. Finnerty with it for the Owls. He gives it up to Sickles. Coffee with it. Coffee puts it on net and is wide again. Well, Coffee scored that one, but couple shots wide. Owls have it back, though. Andrew Miller gives it up. Quiet couldn't quite pick that up, but Coffee scoops it. Gives it back to Miller, or Quiet, who gives it to Sickles. Sickles tries to shoot it on net there. Couldn't quite finish it. Some contact, some flags thrown. Might be more against Eastern Connecticut. Eastern Connecticut fans don't seem too happy about it.
And 2 flags were thrown against Eastern Connecticut. One on Oliver Searle and the other on Andrew Golden. Golden's is going to be a minute. And, of course, still 15 seconds on Lichak's penalty. So Keene State will be up 3 men for 15 seconds.
Yeah, and the Owls with the advantage here for a little bit. See if they can add to their 6-goal lead. Sickles with it. Shots up. Great save. 2 saves in a row there by the Warriors.
That's it for Lichak's penalty. So Keene State now just 2 men up.
Owls.
Searle's penalty now up. So the Owls 1 man up. And
oh, another look for Coffee. Couldn't quite finish. Believe he has 1 goal on the day, but from the looks of it, it could have at least 3. Andrew Miller shots up, and it's good. It's second for the day. And then I believe, the 14th or 15th on the season, the leading goal scorer for the Owls.
Keene State College goal scored by number 4, Andrew Miller.
Miller just continues finding the net. It's funny, I was just about to say, seems like Miller is not getting as involved, was on the outside, not getting a lot of passes. Just like that, gets one right in front of the net and puts it in. So with that, your Owls take an 11-4 lead with under 5 minutes to go in the first half. And I believe that's another face-off violation. But the other way, I think that's EastCon getting that one. And that's going to be timeout there, and we'll be back in just a moment.
I remember writing in the 2nd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
And we're back with the second quarter action here. Got under 5 minutes to go. Your Owls leading 11-4 against the Warriors of Eastern Connecticut's University. Looking to add on to that even. Still on this advantage here with 50 seconds.
And the latest flag thrown against the Warriors was for unsportsmanlike conduct. It's going to be a minute penalty.
And, oh, what a save. Thought that was for sure a goal. Right in front of the net. Giuliani coming up with a good save there. Cooper Coffey with it now for the Owls. Back to quiet. Owls trying to settle it down after that. Spike of adrenaline there after that save.
Think about every single person on the Eastern Connecticut sideline jumped up.
Yeah, I mean, they knew it. They knew it was in, and it wasn't. Ooh, and just wide by Colby Quiet there. Rifles one from pretty deep and just misses on the left side of the net.
Now even strength for both of these teams. As the Warriors killed off the penalty.
And Miller gives it up. Sickles to Quiet. Quiet back to Miller. Miller. Shots up. Good. And the goalies today have had a handful of good saves. It's just the Owls have had so much time on attack and possession that it's hard for the Warriors to, kind of limit those goals. So got under 3 minutes to go here. 2:50 exactly in the first half of play. The Warriors trying to shrink the lead here. Owls up 11-4. Shots up, no good. Just wide on the right side of the net there. Ooh.
I'm going to say
I
they
believe.
pushed him into the crease. It's going to stay Eastern ball.
Yeah, and I believe it's going to be a timeout charge to Eastern Connecticut, so we'll be back in just a moment.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
And we're back after the Eastern Connecticut timeout. Your Owls leading 11-4 if you're just tuning in. Just over 2 minutes to go. 2:23 to be exact. Owls looking to build on this lead going into halftime. Controlling a lot of the possession here. Eastern Connecticut had a couple good looks. Haven't quite capitalized on all of them. Warriors on the attack here. Ball goes behind the net. Warriors. Stick lost there. Turnover. Never mind, the Warriors still pick it up, and 2 or 3 flags thrown. Not quite sure of the multiple things going on there.
Going to be a 1-minute penalty against Hayden Finnerty for a slash. So
yeah, about 1:21 to go. So majority of the rest of this half is going to be used up with that advantage for East Con. East Con still having a little trouble finding an opening against this Owls defense. Ball goes back. Shot wide there for the Warriors. Got under a minute to go, 50 seconds to be exact. See if they can, I'm going to say, see if they can put one in before the half, and that they did. This Yeah, and the goal from Garrett Lapham takes this game from 11-4 to 11-5. So 6-goal lead for the Owls with 42 seconds to go in the half.
Kind of seemed just like a bit of a miscommunication defensively there from Keene State. You know, saw one person originally close out to the shooter and then a different one after he backed away. So kind of just giving a little bit too much space there.
Here come the Owls with 20 seconds to go. Miller gives it up to Lancaster. Lancaster back to Miller. Miller and Macarini. Macarini looking to make his move. Gives it back to Miller. Miller with a shot on net, but he goes wide right. Got 9 seconds to go. It's going to be another timeout charged to Eastern Connecticut. We'll be right back in a moment.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
I believe sportsmanship is it's a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
And we're back with just under 10 seconds to go in your first half here. Owls with the ball, looking to maybe put one more in before the end of the half. Shots up, and they do it.
It's Jack Ansart.
The Keene State College goal scored by number 55, Jack Ansart.
And I mean, I think you might have heard me. You know, under 10 seconds to go, I was seeing if they can put one more in before I could even finish that sentence. They did. And start sneaking it past the goalie there and giving the Owls the 12-5 lead, up 7 with 3 seconds left in this first half. Absolute dominant performance. And that's going to do it. Oh, a penalty. Looks like a penalty is called.
Your score at halftime, Keene State College 12, Eastern Connecticut State 5.
So that's going to do it for our first half of action. Your Keene State Owls lead 12-5. 7-goal lead, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
My favorite thing about Keene State, I really like how close the classes are together. My favorite class at Keene State, right now I'm really enjoying my film analysis class. I really enjoy the teacher. If I could only eat one food for the rest of my life, what would it be? I really like meatball subs. I've had it like since I was a little kid. My mom would always make them. What do I enjoy most about my sport? I really like how everyone is kind of all together. The track team, even like distance, we all talk, have dinner together. Who on the team spends the most time on TikTok? I would have to say that's probably Michael Gigliotti. My favorite vacation spot, I really want to visit Iceland. I think that would be a very cool place to go. Dogs or cats? I'm more of a dog person, even though my family, we both have a dog and a cat. My favorite TV show would probably have to be The Magicians. There's like 7 seasons of it. I really love that show. My dream job would probably have to be a cinematographer or editor for films. My craziest teammate, it's really fun to spend time around Dawson Hamale, so I'm gonna put him for that.
What is my favorite thing about Keene State? I definitely have to say the people. I've met a lot of great people so far, and it's become like a second family to me. But what is my favorite sport to play other than mine? Definitely have to say football. I used to play back in high school, and I love watching it, I love playing it. It's definitely my second favorite sport. And what is my favorite TV show? I'm gonna have to say Moon Knight. On Disney Plus, I really like it. What is my favorite class at Keene State? I have to say I'm taking astronomy right now, and it's really interesting, and it's really cool. What is one thing my coach always says at practice? One thing he always tells me is that I'll get there, and what he means by that is, especially in my event, the triple jump, I'm new to it, and I want to be great fast, and he tells me that, these things take time, and so I got to listen to him, and he's right. So we'll get there, that's what he says. And what is my favorite vacation spot? I'd have to say Canada. Even though it's not like the most tropical spot, I have family up there. I really enjoy like the scenery and everything. Yes or no, does pineapple belong on pizza? Pineapple does not belong on pizza. Absolutely not. Who is a professional athlete I admire in my sport? I have to say Usain Bolt, 100%. A guy I always grew up wanting to be. And in my event, I'd have to say Pedro Picardo. He's an amazing triple jumper, and I basically learned triple jump by just watching him jumping. Who is my craziest teammate? I'd say it's a tie between Aiden Law and Dawson Hamale. Those two guys they're really great people. I mean that in the best way. They're really great people. What is my favorite movie? I have to say Coming to America. It's an old movie. I used to watch it with my parents all the time. Just like a really good immigration type of movie.
Hello and welcome to the Inside Owl Athletics Top 10 Plays for the Fall 2022 semester. I'm Quinn Kimmel. The fall semester had some incredible action. Keene State claimed a pair of Little East Conference championships, set several milestones, and set us up for an exciting spring. At number 10, a terrific goal for men's soccer. With Keene State down 3-1 against Eastern Connecticut State, freshman Nicholas Henao Vasquez receives the through ball from Noah Spalding and fires a shot past the goalie to get the Owls back into the game. At number 9, a game winner from women's soccer. In the 14th minute against UMass Dartmouth, captain Alexa Skinner picks up the ball from over 30 yards away and hammers home a rocket that grazed the goalie's hands and finds its way into the back of the net. Skinner's first goal of the season gave the Owls a crucial Little East Conference victory. Our number 8 play is the prowess of sophomore Molly Murray from the penalty spot. The Owls midfielder was a perfect 5 for 5 on penalty strokes this season and is 7 for 9 in her career. She netted penalty stroke goals against Colby Sawyer, Eastern Connecticut, Plymouth State, Smith, and WPI this season. At number 7, a breakaway dunk by sophomore standout Octavio Brito. In the Owls' home opener against Rutgers Newark, Brito picks the pocket of Chino Anyawu and springs down the court for the jam as the Owls would roll 102-66. At number 6, the return of women's basketball co-captain Jackie Alibrandi. After missing more than a year with an injury, Alibrandi marked her return to the court against Rhode Island College on December 10th. With 2 minutes left in the second quarter, she goes up for the layup plus the foul and converts the three-point play to get the Owls within 1. At number 5, an outstanding individual effort by men's basketball co-captain Jeff Hunter. Facing MIT just after Thanksgiving, Hunter tips away the inbound pass, corrals the ball, and heads down court to finish with a slam dunk as the Owls would finish with the 102-90 win. Our number 4 plays a milestone for men's basketball co-captain Jeff Hunter. In an early season matchup against Southern Maine, Hunter backs in late in the first half and gets the friendly roll to become the 38th player in school history to score 1,000 points. Hunter finished with 22 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 assists on the day. At number 3, Keene State's women's cross country captures their first LEC title since 2018. The Owls placed 4 runners in the top 10, led by junior Maggie St. John, who was second in 19 minutes, 48.7 seconds. Also earning all conference honors included graduate student Grace Furlong, sophomore Aurora Couto, and freshman Anna O'Reilly, as the Owls won the race by 18 points. At number 2, it's the qualification of Jake Pearl to the NCAA Division III Championships. Pearl, who was second overall at the LEC Championships, became the first KSC runner in 7 years to qualify for the NCAA Championships. At the NCAA regional race, Pearl finished 17th overall, covering the 8K course in 25 minutes, 49.9 seconds to punch his ticket for East Lansing, Michigan, and the full NCAA championship. And our number 1 play of the semester comes to us from Keene State Volleyball. The Owls, who had not won the LEC championship since 2008, faced Plymouth State in the conference championship game. The Owls, who had dropped the first set, found themselves down 23-12 in the second set before storming back for a stunning 26-24 victory. And after dropping the third set, Keene State rallied to tie the match with a 25-22 fourth set win. And in the final set, the Owls rolled out to a 10-1 lead to complete a thrilling comeback and capture their first conference title in 14 years. The fall 2022 semester was a great one, and we look forward to more outstanding plays as we begin 2023. For more coverage of Keene State athletics, follow us on all our social media platforms and YouTube at Keene State Owls, as well as online at KeeneOwls.com.
So when I ask students why Keene State, the students say unanimously it's the sense of community. The feel when you walk on this campus is immediately a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of welcome, and a sense of opportunity and promise. And so I think our students feel that when they come to our campus, and they experience it when they join us. Why students choose this campus is the sense and feel, and also the opportunity and the promise of that opportunity for them when they're making the decision. And why they stay is that we deliver on that promise. We have students from urban environments, from rural environments, and when they come to Keene State in those first weeks of forming a new community, they bring all of those experiences together to create a better Keene State. It's a campus small enough to feel a sense of recognition and identity, and a campus big enough to feel part of something bigger than yourself. This isn't a passive experience, so please get engaged, find a club, make a new group of friends, get involved in a recreational sport activity, in an intramural sport, get involved in a creative performance, go see a show, be a part of this community and squeeze everything you can out of Keene State. And if you do that, I am confident you will have an exceptional experience and your life will be changed as a result of it.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
All right, this is Jake Terrio. I'm back with Logan Peranto for the second half action between your Keene State College Owls and the Warriors of Eastern Connecticut. Owls lead 12-5 going into the second half of play here. Goals from 10 different people, I believe, which is just a great sign, seeing everybody get involved. Owls just putting on that pressure, and great game so far.
And Eastern Connecticut will start the second half with the possession and a man up. after the delay game penalty against Gabe Pereira to end the first half.
And we'll see if any changes come along here. I mean, East gone, when they seem to get it by the net, they take care of those opportunities, but there's going to be a turnover there.
The Owls did a good job to kill off the penalty to start the second half.
Keene State College goal scored by number 22, Cooper Coffey.
Another one by the Owls. This is just getting out of hand. 13-5 now. Score within the first minute of the quarter. It's second by Coffee today. Warriors scoop it up, but have to throw it back. Owls putting a lot of pressure on here. Warriors get around the net. O'Connor does a little hesitation there. Puts it back behind the net. Shots up. And that's wide right. Owls looking to attack downfield. They scoop it up. Owls moving, but I believe it's going to be an offside call. So penalty against the Owls there.
It's going to be 1 minute against Tim Kelleher for a slash.
And Owls, lots of penalties, turnovers. Still have the big lead, but, I'm sure this is the stuff that the coach, will harp on after the game. Shots up, no good. Another save by Giuliani.
Now 30 seconds remain on the Keene State penalty.
Wow. What a goal there. Falling behind the net. Lickjack put that up. Just got it right past Giuliani. And wow. That was a...
Caught me by surprise from up here.
Yeah, I mean, he was...
almost on the ground when he shot that.
Yeah, like he tripped, was falling behind the net. Kind of wrapped it around and put it right past him. Great goal there. It's going to be a 13-6 lead for the Owls now after the Warriors goal. Owls scooped it up, but looked like they lost it. Warriors have it back. Looking to maybe put another one up, get a little bit closer to the Owls 13. But as of now, a little bit out of reach. Apollon gave it up to O'Connor. O'Connor surveying the defense, gives it up. Behind the net now. Flag thrown. Shots up by O'Connor, but Giuliani scoops it up, and it's going to be a penalty here, I believe. This is going to be...
Call is going to go against Sheridan. 30-second penalty for interference. And East Con finds themselves man up again.
Yeah, kind of a reverse situation from the end of last quarter. EastCon was picking up a handful of penalties. Keene was 3-man up at one point, and Keene already has a couple penalties so far this quarter. Have put the goal in by Coffee, so have a little bit of room still, but Keene, between the first half turnovers and penalties so far, I'm assuming Coach Mark Terrier can't be too happy. Now Quiet gives it up to Sickles. Sickles back to Quiet. Quiet gives it up to Coffee. Coffee to Macarini behind the net. Macarini swings it to Sickles, who gives it back to Quiet. Now Macarini with it behind the net again. Sickles to Quiet. Coffee back to Quiet. Shots up there, but Owls can't quite find the goal on the Max Thurston little bounce shot there, trying to rifle it in. It's going to be Owls leading 13-6 still if you're just tuning in with 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. So far this quarter, not too much offense, I believe, just the one goal from each team, one from Coffee and another one from Lickchak for the Warriors. So over 5 minutes in, just 2 goals between the two teams this quarter. Following the trend, I mean, first quarter is 7-3 at the end of the quarter. Only a couple goals in the second quarter, and now just 2 here so far, so we'll see if the Owls can build on this lead. Sickles gives it to Quiet. Quiet gives it to Coffee. Coffee looking, gives it back to Macarini behind the net. Macarini back to Coffee. Coffee's got a good look, and he shoots it. Couldn't quite get it in past the goalie there. Coffee with, I believe, 5 shots on net today, maybe more. 2 goals to show for it. So, but boy, I mean, if you're him, I think he's wishing he had more here. Lots of good looks today, right in front of the net.
Yeah, but for Keene State, offensively, he's a guy that you want to stay active throughout.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Can do it in terms of shooting and passing. I mean, like I said earlier, leading the team in points going in today with 15, which I believe was split up with 8 goals and 7 assists, or 7 goals, 8 assists, other way around maybe. Now here come the Warriors. Shots very wide there.
Great hustle from Hunter Tavares, saw him lay out, try to get possession for Keene State.
And the Warriors Looking to put more on the scoreboard, but can't quite do that, and the Owls are moving down the field quickly. Sickles beats 2 defenders, gives it up to Miller. Miller puts it on net, but it's wide. Shots up, and that's good. The Owls. Another goal for the Keene State College Owls. Tim Souza, number 2 on the day. The Owls take the 14-6 lead, and just before that, I believe there was a penalty thrown against Eastern Connecticut. So,
I believe because of the goal, that penalty is going to be waived off. But
yeah,
it was a great shot by Souza. You know, I believe he just subbed on, made a good cut,
yep.
Found himself open, and great shot from whom?
Yeah, and the Owls, I mean, that's, like we said, going into this half, 10 different people scoring goals. Souza just scoring his second. Coffee scored his second here. It's just all around, you know, just everybody sharing the wealth here, you know.
And the Owls are going to go a man up. It's going to go, penalty is going to be 1 minute against Cody Brown.
It's going to be a timeout charge against Eastern Connecticut, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Pretty quiet during the summer when most students are home, but that doesn't mean it's completely empty. Students are working and learning here year-round. There's tour guides and student workers like me, and students are interning all over the Monadnock region. Many of our majors require hands-on learning, and our students are working as reporters, videographers, environmental advocates, and scientific researchers to gain experience. Here's a look at what's happening right here in our city this summer.
And we're back after the Eastern Connecticut timeout. Keene State Owls leading 14-6 with 7.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And looks like the Owls are going to scoop up the face-off. Turnover on Jeff Wiedenfeld, and Warriors are going to get the ball back here. Warriors couldn't quite finish that attack there. The Owls are going to try to scoop it up, and it looks like there's going to be some contact. Go against the Warriors there, and Owls will retain possession. Passes up from Wiedenfeld to Quiet, and Quiet tries to give it up, but the Owls couldn't quite control it right off the bat there, and Quiet gives it up to Miller. Miller back to Macarini, who gives it to Coffee. Coffee makes it count. Number 3 on the day, just talking about how he keeps getting those good wide open looks right in front of the net, and he makes it count. Number 3 on the day, that's a hat trick. He continues to lead this team in points on the season.
Yeah, and a good shot from Coffee. Found himself, as you said, open, and could not have placed it any better.
Yeah, it just seems like every couple of possessions, he's just right there in front of the net, couple of feet away, and has that look. Capitalized on it for a third time today.
We're going to see Coffee. I believe he was called for an unsportsmanlike conduct after the goal. And the penalty will be a minute long. And it's going to be locked in, so Eastern Connecticut has a chance to maybe get a goal or two, man up here.
Now Eastern Connecticut looking to put a couple in, like you said, with the advantage here. Locked in for a minute, and they throw it right over the head. Turnover there. Costly turnovers for both teams today, but obviously not as costly for Keene State with the amount of goals they've been putting in, but lots of errant passes. Oh, and Quiet runs over the defender. Wow. Now, Sickles with it after Macarini passes it back. Sickles is giving it back to Macarini. Macarini, the wraparound, and he puts it in. Wow. Now, that might be a top play right there. Jumped around the net there and wrapped it right around the goalie and snuck it in shorthand.
That was a good goal from Macarini.
And Owls, I mean, despite being shorthanded, just continue to pour it on here, taking the 16-6 lead, up 10 with just over 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Warriors win that ground ball there after the face-off and moving quickly down the field here.
Of course, even strength now for both of these teams.
You know, it seems like at even strength, that's where the least amount of goals have came here. I mean, whenever the Owls have been short, I think a couple of short-handed goals. The Warriors still working the outside here, trying to find a lane for a good shot. Maybe sneak one in past Giuliani, but fight for the ball there, and the Owls look like they're going to come away with it. Maybe not. No, it's going to be Owls possession. So we got about 4 minutes of play left here. Owls were going to have the ball.
I believe they got Sheridan for a push, and now it's going to be Eastern Connecticut with possession. Now another push, and Keene State's going to have possession.
Oh, it's just a back and forth game here right now. It's not getting past midfield for the Owls. Eastern's got to capitalize here, but they drop it on the pass, and Owls scoop it up. Ground ball scooped up by Fidali.
We're going to get a 20-second call against Keene State. Just couldn't get it over half field.
Yeah, this is... Oh! It's About to say, it's that half field that's just killing us right now. Every time it gets over, they get it right back. And Lechak puts another one in his second of the quarter. Takes it to just a single goal deficit as the Owls lead 16-7 rather than 16-6. Got 3.5 minutes to go. Now here comes Eastcom with 3 minutes to go in the third. Looking to shrink that 10 or 11 goal deficit down to about 8 if they can put one in here right now.
Great find.
Oh, what a save by Giuliotti. Wow, I mean, I thought that was automatically, I thought that was a goal. I mean, nobody near him, right in front of the net, and Giuliotti finds a way to come down with it.
Yeah, we saw him in the first half on the other side of the field do pretty much the same thing.
Yep. Here comes Lancaster. See if Lancaster can set up another goal, maybe. Two or three times he's been in, he's got 2 assists. The pass out to Lancaster couldn't quite be scooped up at first, but the Owls still retain possession here. Moves on, and it's a save there. It was almost another goal for Souza. That could have been number 3 on the day. Got under a minute and a half to go here. Eastcon looking to shrink the Keene State lead before heading into the fourth quarter. Apollon pass in front of the net, maybe shot, but couldn't quite make anything out of it. That's going to be another turnover on Eastern Connecticut. We've got 45 seconds to go here before we head into the fourth quarter of play. Hayden Finnerty with it for the Owls. Forgive me, not Wiedenfeld, but looked like Macarini had a straight line to the goal there off ball. Miller tries to give it up, but Owls can't retain possession, but they do get it back. Miller gives it to Coffey. Coffey to Macarini. Macarini was looking for Miller there. Couldn't quite finish that play off. Owls with a couple good looks there. Got 5 seconds to go. Macarini looking to make a play happen before the end. And that's going to do it. That's our third quarter coming to an end. Your Owls up 16-7. And we'll be back in just a minute for your fourth quarter of play.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding. I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
All right, pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
And we're back coming into the fourth quarter of action here. Your Keene State College Owls leading 16-7, 9-goal lead over the Eastern Connecticut Warriors. See if Owls can close it out here. And another face-off violation there. Believe that's going to go against Colby Quiet. The Warriors is shots up by the Warriors and it goes wide. Oh, and the shot's up. Warriors take it down from a 10-goal lead just a few minutes ago to now 8. Still a little bit out of reach, but got 14 minutes to go and closing in, so.
It was Bryson Kennedy's first goal of the game for Eastern Connecticut, a guy.
Yeah, and surprising. I mean, like we were talking about before the game, he leads the team in goals going into today with 15, the next closest 11, and he leads the team with 22 points. I believe the next closest 14, so definitely accounting for almost all of the team's points every game. And that's his first goal today. So definitely surprising that it kind of took that long, but there's going to be a trip on Colby Quiet. Going to have a minute here for the Warriors. The Warriors haven't quite found anything in the terms of shots on net until then. Shouldn't have even started saying it. It's going to be Kennedy again. Kennedy, after being quiet for the first 3 quarters, has 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter here. That's going to take it to a 16-9 lead. So your Owls up by 7 with 13 to go after the second Kennedy goal of this quarter. Quiet gives it up. Yeah, it looks like a contact with the head there against Kirker. Player down for the Warriors as well. And the Owls are going to call a timeout, so we'll be back momentarily.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access.
This is your ticket to the NCAA tournament.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
The penalty against Eastern Connecticut is going to go against number 47, Cam Gregory. It's going to be a cross-check. That penalty is locked in.
Sickles with it. Gives it up to Miller. Miller back to Sickles. Owls looking for an answer here. There are a couple unanswered from the Warriors, and that sails a little bit over the net. Warriors going to get the ball back with just under 12 and a half minutes to go in this game. Apollon trying to make a move and beat the Keene defense. Kind of slips there, but recovers and gets the ball off. 4 guys on East Con at that point, but
there's 15 seconds on that penalty.
Come the Owls. Sickles with it up top. Ball goes back to Macarini. Macarini gives it up. Shots up. A good save there. Warriors trying to stay in this game here.
A big hit from Andrew Miller. Wins possession back for Keene State.
Miller gives it up to Sickles now. Miller doing a lot of everything today. Oh, Sickles got a good look there, but missed a little high and wide on the left side. Could have given an opportunity for the 17th for the Owls. But Sickles gets it back. Cooper Coffee with it now. Macarini scoops up the wide pass there. Andrew Miller puts the shot on, but just wide. Owls putting the pressure on. Haven't scored yet, but Coffee with it. Gives it up, shots up, and that's off the crossbar there.
I believe it was Max Thurston who shot.
Yeah, Thurston gets the good look there and puts it on net, and it just hits the crossbar. Almost sneaks in past the goalie. Believe it's gonna stay EastCon possession with just under 10 minutes to go in this game. EastCon looking to put one in and get it to double digits, get it within 6 of the Owls here. Apollon. And EastCon gets one on net, but scooped up by Giuliotti there. And Wiedenfeld gets the contact and continues moving. And he gets laid out again.
Wiedenfeld drew a couple of penalties.
Yeah, Jeff Wiedenfeld, I mean, 2 times in a row took the contact and took a big hit to draw the penalties. That's 2, both against EastCon with the contact against Wiedenfeld. Now Miller with it behind the net. He makes his move inside and puts it in. What a move by Andrew Miller. That is, what a goal. I mean, he's behind the net. He does a little quarter half spin there to get in front of the net. Sneaks it in right past the goalie. Similar to that, I believe, Sickles goal. It was either Sickles or Macarini that snuck around the net and put one in similar on kind of a jump coming from behind the net.
penalties. One on 25 for a slash and one on 28 for a late hit. The other one on 25 is wiped by the goal. Did he say that?
Ow.
Penalties are locked or no? Okay, then they're not. All right, thank you.
The two penalties against Eastern Connecticut are going to be on number 25, Garrett Lapham, and number 28, Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson's was for a late hit, and Lapham's was for a slash. So both are going to be a minute long.
And Andrew Miller, believe third of the day, takes him to 14 on the season, if I'm correct. I believe that was actually his fourth goal, not his third. So that could be 15 on the season for Miller.
Great look. And Coffey scores another goal, and Cooper Coffey.
Yeah, I believe that's his fourth, and Miller put in his fourth just before that. So I believe that's 8 goals between the two Owls. That goal is actually waved off.
I'm gonna say Coffey stepped in the crease before he was able to score. However, Keene State is going to find themselves back on the man up. 1 minute penalty against Eastern Connecticut, and it's going to go against number 29, Rick O'Neill.
Sickles with the shot, and he rifles it in. That one counts, and the Owls take the 19-9 lead, going up 10 with just under 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Nathan Sickles just making that separation even bigger for the Owls. Warriors coming behind the net here, trying to make something happen. It's going to remain their possession. Got just over 6.5 minutes to go here. Shots up, but wide. Apollon couldn't quite find the net on that one. East Con still with it. Trying to create this attack against the Owls.
We got a goalie switch for Keene, number 28, coming in to play goal.
The penalty against Keene State is going to be called on Dylan Finale. It's going to be a 32nd.
Here comes Eastcon. Shots up. It's going to be wide again. Another shot's up, but saved. 2 flags thrown there. Penalty's going to go against Keene. Yeah, so penalty's going to be locked in for a minute there after Kala makes contact for the Owls. Looks like made a little contact with the head. So with about 5 to go here, and EastCon gets the advantage, trying to see if they can put another one in. And there it is right there. It's going to be 10th goal of the game for Eastern Connecticut. Goal scored by Warren Channing. Oh. Quiet gives it up. Wiedenfeld with the ball. Wiedenfeld still looking to make his move. Gonna be another Keene State turnover.
Penalty is going to be served by Cooper Coffee. 32nd.
He's gone. 4 minutes to go. Oh, he's gone. And Affinity gets it for the Owls. Owls moving quickly here. Ben Tukey dishes it out with about 3 minutes to go. And that's good. Owls take the 20-10 lead there. Sean McCuster putting that one in the net. Owls continue to spread out who's scoring these goals. I believe that's 11 or 12 different people who've scored one today. Owls. And it's going to be another face-off violation. And obviously, with about 2 minutes to go, this game out of reach with the Owls being up 10. But EastCon trying to do what they can to put a couple more on the scoreboard. And there's going to be another Keene turnover. Got under 2 minutes to go here now. EastCon couldn't quite get the possession. It's going to be a Eastern Connecticut turnover there. Owls will get possession with just under a minute and a half to go in regulation. Pass just didn't quite get finished there by the Owls. But I'm going to retain possession here with under a minute to go. Made contact there, but no call. Owls fighting. And they're gonna, not sure about that one there, but East Con trying to maybe put one more in. Shots up, no good. They sail out of bounds with 18 seconds to go. Five seconds. And that's going to do it. So the first conference game of the season, your Keene State College Owls take the win over the Warriors of Eastern Connecticut 20-10. And we'll be back in just a minute with post-game interviews from head coach Mark Terrio and senior Cooper Coffey.
So when I ask students why Keene State, the students say unanimously it's the sense of community. The feel when you walk on this campus is immediately a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of welcome, and a sense of opportunity and promise. And so I think our students feel that when they come to our campus, and they experience it when they join us. Why students choose this campus is the sense and feel, and also the opportunity and the promise of that opportunity for them when they're making the decision. And why they stay is that we deliver on that promise. We have students from urban environments, from rural environments, and when they come to Keene State in those first weeks of forming a new community, they bring all of those experiences together to create a better Keene State. It's a campus small enough to feel a sense of recognition and identity, and a campus big enough to feel part of something bigger than yourself. This isn't a passive experience, so please get engaged, find a club, make a new group of friends, get involved in a recreational sport activity, in an intramural sport, get involved in a creative performance, go see a show, be a part of this community and squeeze everything you can out of Keene State. And if you do that, I am confident you will have an exceptional experience and your life will be changed as a result of it.
A single thread is unique. Like each of us, full of purpose and potential. A strand designed to connect, strengthen, and unite. But we face different challenges and have different opportunities. By acknowledging that others may struggle in ways we do not, we can celebrate our differences, embrace each other, and fortify the ties among us. A single thread can fray, yet when it's woven with another, a bond forms. A new strength created by the fabric of the whole. Let's embrace the fabric we make together, the diversity of our threads, to reach beyond ourselves and overcome the impossible. The true power of our game comes from unifying our individual backgrounds, connecting our unique stories, enabling us to be stronger, braver, greater. We can achieve so much more when we are all as one.
What a season! The confetti is gonna fall.
There she goes, and she's got it! How sweet is this, and how wonderful for the sport!
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
Favorite place to eat in Keene? I think my favorite place to eat in Keene is a place called Fritz. It's because they have some really good fries there. Favorite TV show? I'd say my favorite TV show is Friends. I think it's pretty funny. One thing my coach always says at practice is 2-second rule. Whenever you lose the ball, always keep trying to get it back. Dogs or cat? Without a doubt, dogs. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Pineapple does not belong on pizza, I'm sorry. Who on the team spends most time on TikTok? Honestly, I'd probably say me. I spend most of my time on TikTok. I just find it very entertaining. Favorite sport to play other than mine? I think my favorite sport would probably be basketball. I go to the rec center a lot to play basketball. I also like playing volleyball too. What is the best meal you've ever had at DC? I think the best meal I've ever had is honestly pasta. I eat pasta almost every day because it's kind of what they have there. What is your dream job? My dream job is to have my own business as an athletic trainer or personal trainer. I also want to become a firefighter. Favorite thing about my sport? I think my favorite thing about my sport is being able to really bond with some of my teammates. I feel like it's a nice little family and nice little community that we have.
Hey everyone, I'm Jake Terrio, and I'm sitting here with Owls head coach Mark Terrio. So, obviously, Coach, big win today. How does it feel to get the first conference win of the season?
Yeah, it's always a nice thing, especially today.
at home. There's been in past years a big rivalry with Eastern Connecticut and Keene State. I think like 8 years ago and prior, it was us and them in the championship every year. So we never take them lightly. So we come prepared every time we play those guys. So it's definitely a great win and great feeling today.
Okay, and 20 goals on the day, 11 different scorers, which is a big number. How important is it to see everybody getting involved and getting their numbers on the score sheet?
Yeah, I think it's a really important piece. That way, when we're playing Mass Maritime on Tuesday, that everyone has confidence and everyone knows that they can contribute to the team. If you have just one or two players putting up all the points, then you kind of feel that you're dependent upon those two or three players. But with all these different scorers, everyone's feeling that they're contributing offensively. So it's definitely it helps out with the team morale and some confidence. Okay, great. And obviously, like I said, great performance, big win after a long gap between your last game and today. What could you say is the main focus point still? What could be worked on even after a good win like today? Yeah, absolutely. I think defensively we still have a few things that we have to work on. Some basic hustle, ground ball things, and I'd say just 6-on-6 defense, that we're really taking care of the team defense, team slides and communication. Because if you do those things, then I think the score would be a lot different. And I think 10 for us. We were hoping for a little less than that, but again, we'll definitely take the win and still happy with the outcome. All right, thank you, Coach. That's all I have for you, and we'll be back in just a moment with Cooper Coffee. Thank you.
All right, pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, be a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
And welcome back. This is Logan Pronto with Owls senior Cooper Coffee. Cooper, several goals today, and you got an assist. How important do you feel is it that you stay active offensively for this team?
Oh yeah, I think it's very important, and we have a O that has a lot of guys who can put up some points. So I think it's great if one guy's struggling to put the ball in the net, then we got plenty more guys who can do it for us.
Yeah, and of course this was your first Little East game this year. How important is it to get off on the right foot with a win?
Oh, it means a lot. It's good to get this momentum going into our conference play here, and we're definitely happy with this win and take it and roll right into Mass Maritime.
Sweet. Yeah. Thank you, Cooper.
Yeah, no problem.
And that just about wraps it up from us here today. Make sure to join us back here on Tuesday at 6 p.m. when the Keene State Owls take on Massachusetts Maritime. Again, I'm Logan Pronto, and from Jake Terrio and all of us here at Owls Media Network, have a great rest of your day.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast, and thank you for watching.